got our audio going.
Maybe we can go live this way.
Give me just a minute.
Maybe it's better than the Facebook Live. We'll just go YouTube Live.
Now I gotta come over here.
Maybe God's got a plan for us to just go ahead and get this thing on the road.
I need to add a picture.
And He's going to work with us so we can give the people what they deserve.
I'm working on it, buddy. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Watch this. We gotta add one here. Hold on, let's go find it. It's gonna be right over here. Man, this is awesome.
We might actually get to go live.
No, I doubt it.
You still don't see it working too good?
Nah.
It's just working
Look
right
at
now.
there. We got the desk in there anyway.
What if this thing just works just perfect after all this trouble, and then we just go smooth and just sail on down the Mississippi River, and
you think?
And everybody's just, and the crowd goes wild. Be awesome. Everything that's done right takes a little time. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing without a little time.
Go sit in your chair.
I guess all we need now is me in the chair, ain't it?
Go sit in it. Go sit in it. We're gonna try to do this with like low frame rate.
Now I need to check my phone and make sure we're gonna look right.
We good?
We gotta make sure we're right.
We're not even on. We're on YouTube right now.
They can't see us no way.
Oh.
They're not going to see us on this?
Nah.
They ain't going to see it live.
Nah.
They should. We promised them a live show. If we got to upload it and do all that stuff we always do, then we ain't even live. We gotta upload it and do all that stuff we always do, then we ain't even live. We're about to be live though, ain't we?
Right. We got a couple on here. We're gonna see how many we can get.
Well, that had sound to it anyway, so maybe we can take this thing live now.
Yeah.
Since we had sound in that video.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
What do you mean, let's do it?
That one sounded good.
You don't wait on no viewers?
They'll come and view if you put them live.
Will they?
Yeah. Tell them to get their butt going. We're ready. Down in the shop. We've been ready for an hour and a half. So tell them come on with it. Tell them I'm going live.
Mickey Barrett says we sound good on.
Well,
Mickey Leaks says we sound good.
Well, tell him to get the people going. Let's go. I'm pumped up, ready to do something.
Alright. Well.
The viewers will come if you take this shit live.
Don't be cussing.
Sorry.
You can't say shit on this TV.
I just got a little excited. I didn't know he's even live.
It's a family show.
But I didn't know he's live. I thought we was just me and you was talking.
I told you we was live.
We ain't yet.
Yeah, we are.
You ain't got me in the set and give me proof that we're live.
Look, right here. There you are. Right there live on YouTube.
They're hearing me right now.
You ain't got me in the set.
Right there.
Look, right here. There you are.
Well, then why ain't we done the intro and got to go on the road?
Mickey Barrett's here. He said that's the only one that matters. We're still looking good on our stream as far as the yellow bar. We ain't got it yet. Let's just take off with it.
Do the intro. Let's go.
Hang on, me drink my Pepsi. We can do the intro. Let's go. We got the milkman is in the house.
He the only viewer we got right now?
Paul, I think he's the only viewer we ever have.
Well, there was tons of people waiting on Facebook to listen, so they're not listening here.
Well,
If you put it on Facebook and put us on live shoot, then everybody ought to be watching.
everybody, we got 3 people watching right now. Mickey Barrett, his wife, and possibly his dog.
Well, we ain't even on Facebook.
I shared the link to Facebook, Paul.
And only 3 people are listening.
Let me call my wife real quick.
Tell her to get these people on the horse, Tracy Clemens and all of them. Tell them to come on. The end of the huddle is getting ready to perform.
Hey, you got any Xanax? I'm about to give Paul 2 or 3. I was kidding. I ain't even on the phone to her, Paul. I just holding it up to my ear just so you can look. I do got some whiskey if you want a shot.
I can't do that on the air.
It's empty anyway. You drank it all last time.
No, I didn't. But anyhow,
I just collect bottles. I don't.
Anyhow, let's do the intro.
Hang on, we got 4 viewers now. We're gonna wait till we get up about 10. What do you think?
Okay, I'll just sit here and be quiet.
I don't think being quiet's what they came to see, son.
Well, that ain't what they came to see. But if we're just got 4 people though, then we need a few more people to hear this.
Let me explain something to you. YouTube is not what they call social media, so it takes a while for the social network to kick in and everybody share that link. Text old Mikey back. Tell him.
Did you share the link on the thing?
Right. It ain't on yours because I couldn't get you in it, but I might could do it. Let me try that out. Let me go tag you in it.
So say he shared the link on his page. Huh?
Right.
And we are live.
I don't know how to tag you.
Figure it out, because that'll probably get us some more viewers if you figure out a way to put old Paul in this stuff.
And we're getting there though.
Did Did you figure out how to put me in it, or will I have
I
to do that
tagged you.
later?
I tagged you on it, son. Calm down.
Is it on my page now? Make sure.
Paul, I don't know what's on your page and what
Just
ain't.
type Paul Daniel Martin on there. And see
I ain't
what's
doing
on
it. We're just gonna do this in low audio, low def. Paul, Mickey Barrett wants to know where your chicken is.
Well, the chicken, let me tell you, right now the chicken is in the KFC, and it's getting ready for Friday night to come out and hunt him down a bobcat.
It'll be fried. Hey, I know why we ain't got no viewers right here.
Why?
Because it says Trump is live on Fox News. Their thing.
Well, if y'all would
He's
rather
holding a rally in
listen to
Mississippi.
Trump speak on something.
That's bullshit. Man, y'all listen to us.
Listen to us. Don't worry about that. You hear that tomorrow. They do reruns of that, but there won't be no reruns in the huddle. This is actual right here headline news. We are taking this bad boy live. Y'all got to come tune in to this.
Right. I wish I could do it in a little higher stream, but
Yeah.
you want to bring us in? Let's just do it. Don't
do
worry
it.
about
Let's do it. Come on,
Don't worry about people watching.
Do it.
You ready?
Yeah, do it.
How we gonna do Reno Bun calling in?
You just do it. Just do it. Let's go.
Well, you gotta give me just 1 minute.
They're listening as we speak.
Yeah, they are, but we got time.
We'd like to have more viewers, but hey, we got what we got, I guess.
We're gonna start off just like this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ain't ready.
Yeah, I am.
Well, look, that's how we look now. That ain't very good quality, is it?
That's what it is.
It's like watching Magnum PI from '86, man. It's horrible. Remember Fall Guy? You ever watch Fall Guy? Well, hold on. I'm gonna clap now. Now I don't have to edit this, so we don't have to. We can't edit this. We just gonna have to go with it.
Yeah, we just got to go with it. Do what we got.
Hang on, I'm reading something real quick. Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
You ain't ready.
Yeah, I am.
Well, let's just do it. What do you think?
Let's do it.
You just bring us in however you want to.
Bring
We
it
ain't gonna have no
in.
intros. We ain't gonna have no.
Bring it in.
We ain't gonna have none of that.
Why?
We ain't got no way to do it.
We can do it. All we gotta do is say it.
You watch this. Rusty Burton's so smart, he can do it. You wait just 2 minutes. No, not even that long. Hang on, I gotta find the right file.
While he does that, I'll talk to y'all for a minute. He's gonna find the file. He's gonna get us an intro together, and you're gonna like what we come up with. I hope.
Mute Paul. Mute him. I'm gonna mute him.
Welcome to this week's episode of In the Huddle. Go Tigers! Welcome to this week's episode of
I'm running full force, coming through this sign,
You're talking during the intro.
and then I crash and fall. Get up real quick, go back to the huddle before I get stampeded over.
Well, I gotta figure out how to cut this off now. How about that? Let's just go right into Paul Martin. Hey, coming to you live from Studio G in Hickman, Tennessee. I'm Rusty B.
And this is Paul Martin, and you're in the huddle.
Well, you got jacked up. I like that. You always get jacked up for that.
I do.
What if we get Galen Fish just bring you in like that on Friday nights, right before the team runs out?
Yeah.
You get them jacked up.
Yeah.
You and the Reno Bun got down there in the wind tunnel one time. You called it the wind tunnel. You remember that?
Yeah, we got down there and jumped around and got the team fired up for homecoming. And I tell you what, I would be hard pressed not to talk about this junior high. So this junior high the other night, we was down there at Salina. I was singing tunes all the way down the road. Sung my Why Not Paul. We gonna go down the hill and whip some bulldogs. Y'all heard the song, I'm sure. If you ain't tuned in to Rusty Burton, you can hear it. But I sung we was gonna go down there and whip some bulldogs and bring the championship back because we've been waiting patiently. Why not me? And we went down there and we whipped some bulldogs. But when we got there, though, it wasn't easy because when we got there, they were kind of struggling because it was 0-0 all the way with 33 seconds to go in the second quarter, and I had to dial it up. My buddy Petty over there, he was struggling, so I had to dial him up one. Told him, said, Petty, here's what we're going to do. I got the idea, man. I got one for us. We are going to throw that football up, because if we throw that football up, we got a touchdown out there. We got a big mismatch out there, so throw the ball up. So Petty, being the brain he is, threw it up.
Petty, Mac the Brain Petty.
Mac the Brain Petty, after the legendary Bobby the Brain Heenan. He listened to the coach on the sideline, the one man that had his back when no one else did, I guess. But I'm sure the rest of them had his back too, but they wasn't brave enough to throw themselves in the fire and get that touchdown on the board. But man, I got out there and threw myself in the fire and said, "You got it, coach. Throw it up. Touchdown when you do it." He threw it up.
Right, he listened to you.
He threw it up, and we got 6. And then I had a chance to go over in that huddle at the half and talk to these fellas, high five with them, get them excited. And the whole intensity of that game changed in the second half because all they wanted to do was Salina. They want to run this buck sweep and run all this funky stuff. But
you just lined up and hit them in the mouth.
we just lined up. And I had them fired up. We lined up. We hit them in the mouth. The whole atmosphere of changed. The crowd was into it. And I actually, about half the time, beat them to the end zone. I was running so fast.
You was smoking on that first one, holding your britches up.
Yeah.
We had a conversation well after I dropped Paul off at his house, and he went in and got him a belt, and he comes back out and his pants are still falling down.
Yeah.
And we couldn't quite figure it out, and Paul didn't know how to operate that belt.
Well, I tell you, I got a belt, and the dang thing ain't too good. It's hard to hit the hose in it, but
we've been having trouble.
It's hard to hold my belt up, but maybe that's part of the problem some of our teams having. They got a loose belt.
Tighten them up.
Maybe they need to tighten their belt up like I tighten my belt up. That way they can learn how to hit the hose.
Well, I'll say this for you, Paul. You were strolling, going down that sideline. You were coming at me, and I seriously at one point I thought you was about to veer off to the left and take out the cheerleaders, the cheerleader moms. They gather right there.
Yeah, I kind of was a little out of control, but hey, team fed off of it. They protected the old chicken and
Well, you remember we had this conversation. I guess it's a year or two ago. We was talking about this. You racing some of them kids. you could have kept up with that kid because you almost beat him in the end zone.
Right.
I mean, you can still move even with diabetes.
Yeah, even with the diabetic paw at 322, can still get down that field.
You was strolling, son. I'll give you that.
So y'all keep putting it in the end zone. I'll keep trying to play chase.
Well, back to my part of the story. I told Paul on the way up there I was not going to adjust his belt for him when we got up there. I did the
best I could with it. And it still wouldn't hold up. And so I still have problems hitting the hose. And have problems keeping the belt up. But main thing, proud of Coach Petty. Proud of Coach Peoples, proud of Coach Shaw, proud of all the coaches.
Hey, them kids played their butt off.
You had a fine group of young men. Matt Albritton running wild.
Drew Age, I seen him.
Drew Age,
he was
kicking the ball
up
with some spunk on it.
Them kids got
the kid that caught the ball. Almost beat me to the end zone, but I still think I beat him by half a yard. Rightfully so. Your leaders should always beat you to the end zone.
What do they call that championship? The Tri-Rivers?
Tri-River State Championship or Tri-County or I don't know.
We got to go.
Main thing is we brought it home back to Turney 4 where it belongs.
Right. Now that second place trophy from last year didn't last.
No, it didn't last because we proved what we do to second place. We don't believe in it.
Right. Second place.
We are in it for the Duke. We're in it for the victory, and I told them going down there, I told them on the video going down there, there's not going to be no second place tonight if I have to get down there in that huddle and call plays myself. We ain't coming home without the trophy, and we brought it home.
Do you know any defensive plays? I mean,
I know how to cross over blitz. Let me tell you, that's my favorite play. What we'll do is, now Pittman, if you're listening, which you probably ain't, but if you are, here's what I want you to do. Against Pickett County, when that center lines up over you, I want you to move that center out of the hole, shove him back, so our linebacker can come right in off your tail and nail that quarterback. We'll call this the crossover blitz. Coach used to execute that with me all the time. He'd say, I don't care if you make the tackle or not, you just move the center. And I enjoyed that because I was a wrestler. I love to move the center. And so I'd move him out, blitz right in behind him, Huggy's big sack, team goes home happy, crowd is wound up. The crowd is wound up because the crowd always come to see Huggy's and
his big sack.
He got the big sack.
You see why we can't do this live, Paul?
Well, we're doing all right.
This is a family show. We got 7 people watching now.
He got the big sack.
And you talking about Huggy's big sack?
No, he got the big sack, the quarterback sack. And then I took him to.
We're gonna let that one slide.
And then I thought about after doing the work for him and letting him be the hero, giving him all the glory. I thought about taking him to KFC and giving him a sack of chicken.
A sack of chicken?
Yeah.
Why not Crystal and get a sack full?
Well, yeah, that'd probably work for the Golden Sack Award. I might just have to come up with a new award, guys. I may have to come up with a new award for y'all. We'll call it the Golden Sack Award. Whoever makes the big sack on the Friday night gets the Golden Sack Award or the Chicken Award, the Golden Chicken.
Paul, last year you brought up something that we kind of had to deal with it at Monterey. It was a little sloppy and wet, and you was talking about wet balls, and they're hard to handle.
Well, they are.
Do you remember bringing that up?
Yeah, I think I did say something about that.
You said it so much on In the Huddle that poor Pat Warren accidentally said it on the radio and busted out laughing. Yeah, we're making an impact whether we realize it or not. I guess you're making an impact, Paul.
Now, if old Randall Raccoon or Raccoon Randall or whatever he calls himself, if he comes out there Friday and starts hollering, let's go chicken hunting, then I know I'm making an impact. Because especially if he hollers out, we can't let them take the chicken.
Don't let them take our
We
chicken.
got to get our sack of chicken. Sack the chicken, maybe. Maybe we'll just put a bag over his head and sack the chicken.
Well.
But, anyway,
I don't know if nobody knows what we're talking about.
Anyway, Friday night, if you're listening, boys, Your job against these bobcats is to go put a sack over the chicken.
All right.
We got to sack their chickens.
Sack the chicken.
Because we're going to get us some chicken, and we're going to take them home with us, and then we're going to fry them up and have us a meal.
That was a meal of chicken.
But I tell you what, though. Anyway, that's the junior high game. Now on to Friday night. Last Friday night, we're going to talk about Monterey a little bit. Had a lot of bright spots. But we had some negative spots too.
Our biggest highlight of the night for me and you was actually getting out of Cookville without getting run over. We went into Cookville to pick up my daughter at Tech. We was gonna pick her up, and we thought we was gonna be late to the game. We about witnessed stuff.
We about got run over. Yes, we did.
Had some excitement.
About witnessed a wreck in front of us, but we made it there, guys, and we made it there. And when we got there, they was just doing the coin toss, and that's where the first bright spot come in. Did the coin toss. They won the toss, and right off the bat, they fumbled the ball, and we're on it. So we got a turnover right off the bat, and right here's the view.
Hold up, boys.
Right here's a little bit of that game footage.
We got some in-game footage. Let me go back to right here for just a minute.
We've got something for you right here. Just a little in-game
I'm gonna pull
footage.
this up. You're gonna see some
videos for you guys.
You'll see some crazy stuff right here for a second, but anyway, we gotta turn this volume up. Let's turn this up. This is live footage in game of one of our highlights of the night.
They got your chicken! You better get your chicken back!
You got to do with football.
Don't let no man take your chicken!
There you have it, the crowd going wild.
But
that is the kind of the atmosphere that I bring to the ball games. I keep you laughing, I keep you crying, I keep you wondering what the heck's going on. But all in all, the chicken is our football, and we have to protect our chicken because that's part of winning the football game, protecting your chicken.
we don't even know what the chicken is.
It's the football. We have to protect our chicken to win. But and when they got the ball, we got to put a sack over their chicken. But
They got you chicken.
we can't let them steal the chicken.
know, we had old men up top that didn't have a clue what you were talking about. Just shaking their head and was wondering.
Well,
Half the crowd was confused, Paul.
but they laughed anyway.
Yeah, they laughed with you. And did we fumble the football, or
We did fumble the football, and that's the reason they got our chicken. 'Cause,
where
I mean,
did we fumble this football at? Was it
down in the red zone, probably about
Right.
the 8-9 yard line somewhere.
It's kind of plagued us this year a little bit.
And then I got frustrated
And I
and
think
said
we-
they got you chicken.
You know, it's kind of like second effort. When you give a little second effort, sometimes it comes back to haunt you, and you're not going to fault the kid for doing that.
Right.
You know, I thought Skysh and Washer, he stepped up and played some football, and they played hard.
Yeah.
Actually, had a little finger injury during the game.
Did he?
Right, and the trainer just didn't want to let him go back in.
But he wanted to.
Right, we had a new trainer first day in Gormsville. She don't understand that we play hurt around here sometimes.
That's right. She
It's
don't
something like
understand.
football.
She don't understand that guys like Paul Martin with a hurt back would stumble his way down to the field just to watch practice and then get there and there's no practice.
In all honesty, Paul, you possibly scared her to death on her first day on the job at Gormsville High School.
How in the world would I do that?
If
The
you
woman never
hollered-
even met me.
You was hollering out about chicken and stuff, and she didn't know what was going on.
Was she in the attendance in the audience?
No, she was on our sideline attending our injured. We got beat up there the other night. Now, that's no joke. Monterey brought it. They brought it.
Yeah, they beat
Whatever
us
it
up.
is, the
They
chicken.
beat us up, and she's whoever trainer is. We'll call her Trainer Tanya, because I don't know her name.
Well, Trainer Tanya, they took our
Trainer
chicken.
Tanya got scared to death because she hadn't met Paul Martin yet. But let me warn you, though, Trainer girl, when you meet me, you will never, and I do mean never, meet another personality like me the rest of your life. So, and I'm unpredictable as heck. I'm liable to talk about anything, and the reason I do it is because I get so caught up in the heat of the battle that stuff just spurts out of my mouth, and I can't control it. I mean, I can't control it. I mean, I'm just.
We seen her.
I just spit out stuff.
She may be single, Paul.
But
we're gonna have to look into this. She's got your number now. She watches the show.
But anyhow, the bottom line, don't put nothing past me, because I'm not gonna say anything. But people laugh it off and just love it. So so they love it. I mean, it's just
well, we've gone from pulling the wagon to grabbing your chicken or holding the chicken.
Or they got you chicken.
They got you chicken.
So what
Mother Ray about took our chicken the other night.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that close, and you know, we look over the past few years. We try to beat Monterey by what, 40 at least.
Yeah.
And you know, they had a decent ball team. They was a hard-nosed football team.
Yeah, coaches studied it on the film. Told us when we was in there listening and stuff. Said we're going to have to be physical to beat this bunch, because they're going to hit us in the mouth, and they hit us in the mouth.
They hit us in the mouth.
And well, we ran. Impact player Bill Washer stepped up, Taylor stepped up, and Paul Martin stepped up.
We had some. What Braxton ended up with?
127.
I think it was 127.
Yeah, and Bill had 159 yards on 8 catches, and I know at least 2 touchdowns.
We had a couple touchdowns called back. We had one right off the bat.
Yeah,
we got a big turnover.
Yeah, the play their gamble play that they said they wanted to run. We call it the Humpty Dumpty around here.
The Humpty Dumpty. We've called it the Oompa Loompa. We've called it everything, because Paul keeps changing the name of it.
Well, we got to change it up, because we can't let the team get a read on it. If you call a play the same thing, and then they're going to know you play, so you got to give it different names. Sometimes you got to change these things up and call it Humpty Dumpty, and then next time you might call it the Swirlwind. But and then next game we may call it KFC. But we'll always come up with a different name, because we can't be too obvious on these things.
Right.
That's the thing about coaching. You always got to be willing to change it up. But even though it's the same play, but
we got some coaches that mix it up pretty good. We run several different sets. Monterey come out 5 wide and then go to a power set. You know,
you always got to be willing to adapt and change on a dime. And Paul Martin's pretty good at that. He'll put you in the crossing route one play and score a touchdown, and then the very next play he'll dump it off in the screen and then he'll go back to his flat pass. So they can't never tell about that guy.
You got hand signals for all these. That's what our viewers.
I do because the whole time I was giving it a little bit of this, and constantly, and then once
I ain't gonna lie, time out. I thought you was just directing the band. I didn't know you was dialing up a play.
Well, I was trying to call plays like that. This right here, coach, that means we're running right up the middle. Just take it up in there. And this right here, coach, this right here, that's for the long ball, the rod and reel.
Okay.
And this right here is for a little flat pass.
Flat pass.
And
the lane cross.
And then we're gonna call the cross. This is our cross route. we do the score bone. That's our cross route.
We gotta come up with something like milking a cow. If you want to milk the clock, maybe.
Yeah, if we're gonna milk the clock, we just then I just hit my chest.
No, you milk it like that.
Yeah, we'd be like,
no, do this one. You can't.
I can't even do milk the clock.
I bet $100 the milkman could take you and show you how to milk a cow, and you couldn't do it.
That's probably right. Because Floyd took me out one day and showed me how it worked, and then I was still just as confused as if he hadn't even took me out and showed me.
It was you utterly disappointed him.
All I know is you don't eat the boobs on the cow. You just don't. It's the bad part of the cow.
That old heifer probably knew it was your first time, didn't she?
Well, she was kind of kicky. she was a little kicky and everything. But anyhow, let's not talk about cows. We can talk about chickens, but no cows.
Well,
Bill had a big game.
Beast of the week. You said you was gonna.
I said if we didn't give that Beast of the Week to Bill Washer, I was gonna protest Tiger football and just sit out the rest of the year.
And you about did
the Because the guy literally deserved the award. He deserved the award if anybody did. Because 159 yards receiving, that's not an effort you're going to see every week. It just ain't going to happen. And the man literally went through triple coverage to catch football. And that's the kind of effort that a piece of the week ought to have.
You got to give Taylor a lot of credit.
But I do give Taylor credit. He had a 209-yard passing
Even
game.
the lineman on that play, we seemed to hold him out of there long enough to get the football downfield. And
Taylor ran the ball well. Taylor did. Braxton did. Swice good. Tried to make some plays. And just whole team all around played well. Except the defense at times. They gave up a lot of big plays. And that's where I'm challenging you, defense. All you defenders, it's time to get in that crunch mode, man.
You just remember, I can't edit this out when you pick that kid up.
We ain't gonna edit this out. I'm gonna have to get my defensive face on.
Paul's been known to throw the chair a time or two in here.
Listen to me. We got Pickett County coming up this week.
See, you can't even do it with straight face.
We got Pickett County coming up this week.
I know what to fix this. Oh, hang on.
Don't do nothing. Come on. We got Pickett County coming up this week. And let me tell you something, defense. I'm tired of this bull crap. You come out there and you give up 27 points to Monterey, and I want to see you, Mr. Justin Hancock. I want you to get mean, and I want to see you rip some Bobcats, and I want to see you, Pittman, go right smack up the middle and sack the chicken. And every one of you, we know they're going to run it with the big boy, so you'll make sure you get your dang hands on that big boy and hit him, and we got to get physical. It's about time we be Tigers and go back to old school, like the 1929 Tigers that have got that mean look on their face. Show them the picture. Show them what they look like. Show them how mean they are.
I had to pull it up.
The 1929 Tigers, they were some mean, greedy bunch. Right here's your picture. Look at them. They in dirt. They're literally in gravel and dirt, down on their all fours, ready to tear somebody up. So that's what we've got to get to.
Well, here's another thing.
We got to get aggressive and do what Tiger fans are expecting. And that's hit people and shut people down.
Right. These guys, they come in here and they're on this dirt right here.
I'll let Rusty talk for a minute because I need to cool off. I'm getting excited.
You need some water. It's empty, but you thought it ain't full.
Tell us about these 29 teams.
Hey, this 29 team, I don't even know what the record was, but them guys look tough. They look mean. And they're practicing on that dirt right there, lined up with a pitcher. And, you know, if it rained, Paul, they didn't go in the gym. They didn't go to the locker room and watch film. You know, and that's kind of got Paul riled up today.
Yeah, Coach.
If you say,
Coach, what's up? You said you went to the playground, but my old lazy butt walked all the way down there, 1.5 miles to the school with a Humpty Dumpty hurt back, and I get down there and all I hear is a bunch of whistles up there on the playground, and I'm thinking to myself, are we kids again playing on the playground? Or are we a football team? We got to get back to being a football team, man. Well, this team we're playing Friday night, if we're going to play on the playground, shoot, y'all might as well just let old Paul come up and play on the playground with you. Because I tell you what, we was down there and they hollered the sprinkler system was on, but but I don't think it was a sprinkler system. I think somebody just took a big pee and made it wet. Or somebody got the hose pipe out there, but that's when football's fun, man. Slip and slide in the mud. I'd enjoy this.
So this is why we got the set pulled up with nobody in it. We was going to open up tonight, like we went up there to watch practice, and this is what we seen. There was no action. It was just a empty practice facility. Empty practice. And y'all already seen the video because we posted it. So it's just empty. And we even had some people come up there to confirm that the stadium was empty. Empty stadium. But Coach did assure us, though. He assured us, and I'm gonna hold him to it because if he don't, I'm coming to him. If he ain't somebody out there on that field practicing, We will get Joey Bowman to donate us a sign. And
If y'all ain't on that field practicing tomorrow, then I'm coming to you. If I have to beat the dang door down, I'm coming to you.
we will put Clemens and Petty's brand new houses up for sale and run them out of town if we don't beat Pickett County.
That's absolutely right, and we'll be pretty aggravated. We'll be pretty aggravated if we don't have some practice tomorrow, especially if we put in the all-in record to come down there and watch us.
Hey, Paul, you're the one that hadn't been all in, you know. And the team tends to kind of do what Paul does. Paul gets up this morning, he's kind of lazy and decides he's going to quit the show.
Team gets word, so they decide they're going to play on the playground.
Not even going to practice.
They're going to play on the playground.
Right.
And be kids again.
So you're really making an impact. They tend to follow what you do, buddy.
Yeah, I'm making an impact.
So you need to get up.
If I be lazy, they be lazy, and just go play on the playground. And if I get my uppity up going and I got my gritty face on, then they going to sack the chicken.
Well, I know why Paul was so disappointed.
Because one of my friends said I had diabetes.
Right. Well, not just that. I successfully convinced Paul.
Don't say it. Don't say it. There's no truth to it, you guys. You don't even need to say it because there's no truth to it.
I convinced Paul he had AIDS and hemorrhoids in 5 minutes.
Well, that just says that he's just trying to say, you guys, that I'm an easy guy to convince.
Right.
That y'all can convince me that Carolyn Turner loves me, and I believe it.
Well,
I believe it if somebody told me.
Judging from the songs, when you say her name in every song, Paul, it's pretty obvious.
Well, I mean, I think she's a sweet-looking girl and cute and everything, but that don't mean it's vice versa.
See why we can't go live here.
We can go live. These are the things people love. Me just sharing my special stories and spreading my heart out to the folks.
Yeah.
But anyway, Pickett County, what we want to see is we want to see us come out, control the football early, get about 28-0 lead, and then get another one, a couple more. So we want to be up 42-0 at the half, and with the main team, and then we want our B team come in, add an extra 14, and beat them about 56-0.
Well, one thing that's changed.
That's what we deserve as a fan base. We deserve that kind of effort out of you guys.
One thing we seen yesterday, you wasn't there, of course. You done decided you was done. You was all out at this point. We saw the little Albritton kid. He's come up from the 8th grade, and we really needed a backup quarterback. I think Trayson hurt his hand. Friendship.
Yeah.
We had a JV game against Friendship, and he had a injury to his hand.
Well, is that legal to bring him up and let him play back up in a regular season game?
Yes, as long as our junior high and high school are in the same facility.
We can literally do that, bring him into a high school game?
Yeah, he can do that. You know, back a few years ago, BGA, which I think that kid would probably be about a junior or senior now. He may have even already graduated, but he started in the 8th grade.
In a high school game?
Right.
He
started almost every game that year. He didn't play junior high football, as far as I know.
Okay, so it's legal.
Right, and I think I may be mistaken on that, but I think
we don't want to do nothing that's going to get us in trouble and ban all our wins. So I did just advise us to do what we're doing, get Taylor out there, play Taylor, and stay within the rules.
Yeah.
Don't do anything that's going to cost us wins, because it's hard enough to get them, and when we get them, we don't want to lose them. But that's about what I expect, though, Friday night. I expect us to come out there and beat this team about 56-0 and see some of our young kids play. Like to see Sam in the game. Like to see Jalen Brown. He's a hard-nosed, hard runner.
Right.
Like to see... Well, Carter, I think he might still be hurt, but
yeah, I think he had a concussion. He might be 2 or 3 weeks.
Is Hunter Clemens back from injury?
You know, if he's got a concussion, I'm pretty sure he'll sit out a week, maybe 2, depending on the severity of it. But
we'll have to see about him. So maybe that might be a question, Pat Warren, you might want to ask the coaches about her injury status on Sports Nuts Thursday night, and keep us informed on who's in and who's out. But because we kind of like to know these things. But
well, this week, in all honesty, this week, if you're gonna have a kid set out, this is the week. I mean,
right.
Joe Burns could be a tough football game.
It will be a tough football game.
You know, this year it's been kind of hard to gauge one team from the other because you got this team beating this team when they got beat by another team that you've already beat, and it's kind of been a merry-go-round of people beating each other.
But you don't have to gauge it if you just go handle what you can handle and take care of it.
What that really does though is open up the region for that. We talked about that Republic team, and they had a fine football team, and they're getting better every week, and they're going to get better.
And they playing Republic this week, or I mean Republic's playing Joe Burns this week. Is what I'm trying to say.
And the importance of them getting in the playoffs. Republic wants to play football. You can tell that team wanted to win football games. They're going to. And I told you at the beginning of this season they could possibly.
We're getting a ding over there, but anyhow, bottom line is Republic has got a fine team, and they've already won 3 and their 4 losses, but they do have 2 region losses, but they've got a win or 2 in the region as well. So. And they got some games. They kind of control their own destiny toward making the playoffs.
Right. I'd like to see that team make the playoffs because, like I said, they put up some fight.
Yeah, they're a scrappy team, and that's what you like to see in a region. You like to see these teams that'll compete.
Well, it just makes your region tougher as far as that goes. I remember one time we talked about one of the toughest regions that I've ever seen combined here in the Mid-State was about 2004 with you had Macon County, Portland. A lot of those teams, I think Shaw was on that Macon County team. We talked about this. Of course, Smith County, Trousdale County, and that was probably one of the state's toughest regions in 3A, I believe. And, man, they had some knockdown dragouts. But when you look at that, they had 4 seeds that were capable of going in the playoffs and whipping a 1 seed, you know. And, you know, as a region, that's what we'd like to see. We'd like to see all 4 of our teams. You know, Gordonsville had this at one time. We had Trousdale, Friendship, us. You know, we had several. Watertown even was decent at that time. We had some teams that could go to the playoffs, even though they were a 4 seed, and still have a shot at winning and beating a 1 seed. Right. Because really, in reality, that's the way it breaks down. Is you're going to have a 1 play a 4, 2 play a 3, and it's going to be Region 1 versus Region 2. In a quadrant, and I'll play that out.
And that's why it's very important that we get the 1 seed so we can get these couple of home games. Because honestly, traveling is just for the birds when it comes to playoffs. I'd rather stay here and play at Turney Ford where I can stumble my butt down the
right.
field.
Well,
and,
it really is.
Even my back walk to the games.
The next few weeks are important. And, you know, that's part of the reason Paul was just upset today that we weren't practicing because he thinks we can go ahead and start preparing for Joe Burns.
Yeah, I mean, we would have had an extra week to prepare for him. I mean, if you're already chalking this up as a win, then just basically your best bet's just go ahead and tell them, say, this is what they do, hit them. Now let's talk about Joe Burns.
Right.
Because they're the key. Because we can use this as an extra week to prepare for them because we know that they're going to be physical and they're going to be playing for a region, and we are too. So we need to go out there and make sure we get that one.
Well, preparation is the key to success. And if you wake up in the morning not prepared for work, you're not going to have a good, productive day. You know, and that's Paul's.
Well, not necessarily because I woke
There's
up.
There's 2 words in Paul's language.
Not necessarily because I woke up this morning unprepared to do this show, and now here I am doing it.
Only because I'm making it. But I had to go track him down. And he did take it upon himself to walk up Turney Ford Field, and that's another reason he was so upset because he exerted a lot of energy to get to the Turney Ford practice facility, and then nobody there. It was just disappointing, wasn't it, Paul?
Right. I've never been more disappointed.
I mean, you've had a rough week. You got diabetes.
Yeah.
No practice on
Tuesday.
And just. You know, the good thing is, I did witness, like I said, we talked about the little JV game the other day with DeKalb.
Did we win, by the way?
You know, I really wasn't keeping score, but...
Did we score a bunch of touchdowns?
I think we scored more than they did. They did toss up they like to throw the football around up.
Did they get our secondary some work?
Yeah, our B team secondary got a little work. I'll say that, because that's all they did was sling the football around.
How we look running the ball?
You know, we didn't look bad. We was talking about the Albritton kid. He come up on the first play. I didn't even know who he was out there. You know, I was trying to figure out who number 4 was. And You know, he took a shot. I thought, oh, that kid's tough. I actually thought it was Trayson. Maybe he'd switch jerseys because they look a lot alike and play a lot alike. Well, it was just a few plays later. He come in, he lowered the shoulder and run over one kid and hit another one. And I'm thinking, you know, and then it kind of hit me. You know, that's Matthew Albritton. He's coming up to make great, and that's why that kid's capable of stepping up and playing football because he will go. He's a fighter, and that's what you want on a football team. We got a few kids that'll fight. And we got a few kids that'd rather just go eat tater chips and play video games. And that's just, you're going to have that on every team. I guarantee that's happening statewide, except maybe at Green Bay. They're getting kids from Alcoa to come over and play football.
Yeah, the way their record is and the way they're putting scores on people, I don't think they got any kids that gives a damn about potato chips. Their potato chips is taking the chicken from the opponent.
They're eating chicken, we're eating tater chips. Is that what you're saying? Maybe we ought to change your slogan. Don't let them take our tater chip.
No, go keep it chicken. We do the chicken, they do the tater chips.
We do chicken right, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Who was that old? Was that KFC's old slogan or Hardy? Who was?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I remember that.
Just summing this up, because we've been rambling on for at least 30 minutes. Summing it up, what we expect Friday night. Or what I expect Friday night. I'll tell you what I expect, and then Rusty can tell you what he expects. What I expect is us to come out there and put some points on the board, beat this team about 56-0, and get our young kids in the game. And I expect you defense to pitch it. If you can't shut them out, hold them to 7 or less, but 7 or 6 or whatever. But let's just get the defense heading the right way going into Joe Burns and get out there tomorrow and have a good week, have a good day of practice. Because I don't like just watching movies or out on the playground playing. I want to see some intensity. Now that's what I want to see. Now tell us what you want to see, Mr.
They was in there watching game film. I told Paul they was in there watching The Little Rascal, so that had him fired up a little bit too. But what I'd like to see, I'd love to see exactly what you're talking about. Our varsity team come in there and kick some hind end like they're capable of. And just go hard every play. That's one thing. You got to go hard every play, not just every third. When we need a fourth down, them kids step a fourth down conversion or even a third down conversion, let's step up and get it.
But if we get enough yards on first down, then we won't have to get the third or fourth because we'll convert it all on second down.
I'm not a football coach. Me and you talked about this. This is going back to the game last week. Taylor's a great quarterback. And it's sometimes it's kind of confusing, and maybe it was to work on some plays against the team that maybe we thought we should have been able to move the football. Well, we got a running back lead blocking for the quarterback. You know, and that's just one thing that kind of puzzled me. But another thing, it was 3rd and 1, and we're throwing the football, and I feel like we ought to be able to line up and take it to them. Of course, our offensive line we was getting whipped pretty good. So maybe that's something that they watched on film and can correct this week. That's what I want to see, is that's, things like that fixed.
Well, I hadn't seen any footage on Pickett County, but I tell you what I think we ought to be able to do. I think Coach, this is my own personal play calling this week. I give you the crossing route last week, and we scored 2 touchdowns on it and won the football game. This week, Coach, I think we need to just keep it simple. Just pound the rock right up the gut, give it to Braxton, wear them out, get this victory, and go home a winner and get ready for Joe Burns. Because I don't think this team can stop our running game.
Well, going back to what I'd like to see, all right. One thing I'd really love to see.
But I do want you to throw some passes to get you passing.
How about you let me talk?
Okay.
They'll throw some passes, I guarantee it. You want to arm wrestle real quick?
No, just talk.
All right, well, look, here's what I was wanting to say. Last year, Pickett County drummed up a school record, 300 and something yards on us. I don't want that to happen again. Granted, we had our JV team in from, just one series after the second quarter, after halftime. One series, our starters played, and then we started subbing in. All right, well, I want to see our JV team get a little bit of revenge and run up 300 on them and just kind of turn the table. That's what I'd like to see, because they need some revenge on that. Is that all you got?
You're right.
I got one more question for you, Paul. Are you going to quit again next week if we beat Pickett County by 2 points? I'll probably feel like quitting, but I'm still, you know what I mean. I'm just.
So we're gonna do this live thing again next week, where it's
We
not
might. We're
December.
gonna get some feedback, and we'll see how this goes. But
If this goes and we can do this live thing, and just it ain't got to do all that upload and all that.
I'm gonna do some more
talk about
testing.
it.
I'm gonna do some more testing and get us a little bit of maybe get a little bit more high definition on here.
Right, but he'll figure that out for you guys.
Right, we'll
and
get that
and
figured out.
we'll try to do it live like we did tonight, and hopefully it'll go well, and hopefully we'll get our viewers up and everything goes smooth. But that game next week against Joe Burns is going to be very important for sure.
Right. Well, Paul,
That's pretty much the summary I got for this game. So make sure you support the high school and buy some popcorn and I guess I'll have to get water because Dr. Pepper's
Not good for
shooting my
diabetes.
blood pressure, or shooting my daggone my sugar sky high. But anyhow, just I'll come watered up. And y'all bring you popcorn. 'Cause it's gonna be another good show.
Right. We checked your blood sugar, by the way. Let's go ahead and tell them what this was, right?
It was 145. It was about 45 over par.
Right after 3 Dr. Peppers and mashed taters, cream corn. What else we have?
Macaroni and like some kind of ribs or
Cornbread.
cornbread and Dr. Pepper. And then for breakfast, I had 3 sausage biscuits, egg, and some bacon.
Right, and his blood sugar is still only 145. So I think Paul's going to live another, 15, 20 years?
We'll see, but I still may have some health problems.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for watching.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Tune in next week.
Goodbye.
Hut, hut.
Hut.